Cosmopolis, Branocdomest, LucifeR mihi, Poskire, Ego Somnuntius. What's up? I have a little bit of a lesson plan here. I mean, I guess that's what you call it, Lucifer. So I've been hanging out with Lucifer like quite a bit lately, and he was just letting me know some things to let you all know. And the screen has been doing this. I don't know why it's changing colors. So if you see that, I mean, it ain't bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Weird shit like that happens a lot, and I don't mind because it ain't bothering me. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fun. Gracias. So yeah, I just want to give you a heads up about that because I truly don't know what's going on, and everything, all the lights are like stable here, so I don't know why the screen keeps doing that, but whatever.
Don't know, don't matter, I ain't gonna question it.
We just gonna play electric light show tonight. Fuck yeah. Gracias, LucifeR. So LucifeR is kumihi nunc, and what we are going to talk about is a few things. First, the quote that I said in the beginning, that is a special message for those of you, because obviously you saw who I'm channeling in the fucking title of the video, so I'm pretty sure you resonate a little bit with the LucifeR. Yes. His first message, well, actually his, I guess, to encompass everything, because I do have a few different things in my voice notes over here, but we're going to encompass a few different things, and it's going to be involving the upgrade to the fourth dimensional light wave, let's say, gracias, light wave frequency. And so he's been upgrading me. I have my own journey with that. Don't know if any of you are having that journey as well, but if you is having that type of journey, homie homes, you will know that you are. So if you are on that path as well, where you're being upgraded, maybe by someone else, maybe in a different way, but if you feel that your consciousness is rising and you are evolutionizing,
that's a motherfucking word.
Fuck y'all.
As of right motherfucking now, as you are evolutionizing, you know that the time is speeding up rapidly, and you are also speeding up rapidly with your ascension process. That's why it seems like time is moving fast, because you friend are moving time, because now we got into something else. So we are moving, we are actually sort of gravity here, but we're moving time because now we are more dense. Okay, so grauis is actually, you know, the root word of gravity, and it basically means like a grave situation. Okay, it's serious, right? It means serious. So we are serious business when we are upgrading our energetic light body and shit. I mean, that's like stereotypical what it's called, but yeah, you could say light body. So as that upgrades, what's going to happen is that the surroundings around us are also going to upgrade as well. So that's why we're going to notice that the timelines are moving fast, because the faster you upgrade, now, as I said, I made the comparison, you are like gravity. In that situation, you are serious business. So you are the one that's helping to move the collective wave. You're not surfing the wave. Your energy is actually affecting the wave now when you achieve to the certain point, like the point where I'm at right now, and I'm sure some of you are as well, but you will know when you get there, because you'll just fucking know when you've ascended to the fourth dimension level of consciousness, because this shit is pimp. So he just wants me to let you know, because some experiences, you know, with me, he gave me a beautiful blessing on the solstice. Gracias. Since then, a lot of interesting things, which maybe I'll talk about in like more content, because I was seeing some shit, I was knowing some shit, whatever. So either which way, so I've just been channeling a lot, and you know, I channel like constantly. What he wants me to let you know, because I was having my upgrade, so I do want to say, because Ego Somnuntius, he wants me to let you know that if you are upgrading rapidly, you have to be super mindful of your fucking thoughts, your vibrations, your everything. Be super mindful of it. And this is how we're gonna get into the topic of all these different things surrounding love vibration and fear vibration. So which one are you? Because the more you are like that gravity moving the collective, like spinning the wheel, let's say, you are actually now, because things are moving fast, so things that you are thinking about and feeling are going to materialize very rapidly. Okay, you might see little bits and snippets of things materializing, and you see bits and snippets because that it's showing you what like this is where you're at, right? So pay attention to everything that goes on around you. This is very important. You don't
have to, you can do whatever the fuck you want,
but I mean, it's imperative if you want to have like the most superb godly experience in every fucking moment. Okay, go some deals. All right. either which way, when this is going on, when you are ascending rapidly, you are going to notice where you're at. Pay attention in every moment as what is presenting itself to you. Are individuals friendly to you? Are you perfect timing everywhere that you, let's say you have an appointment in a third dimensional plane, does everything work out perfectly, right? Does everything go better than you expected? Are your thoughts or your intentions manifesting rapidly, right? Let's say you say, I want a cup of coffee, boom, one just appears in front of your face and shit like that, okay? But anything, it could be, a light example, but it could be anything. So you're gonna notice that shit starts really fucking speeding up around you, and this is why it's important, because now you're the gravity, you're more serious, you have a more magnetic attraction. That's why things are moving too fast, because your energy is more output than someone who's just on the third dimensional plane, okay? And there's nothing wrong with third dimensional motherfuckers, that they didn't choose, they didn't choose this shit. So you know what I mean, like they're where they're at, and that's cool. So I'm not saying it in a way to like demean someone of that nature. I'm saying it in a like, you and I who are on the fucking path, you know what I'm saying? Like our energy is just going to be stronger. We're going to manifest faster, because now we're like that gravity, because our light body has ascended to 4D frequency, and it's just you're like a magnet. You have more, I don't know, I didn't fucking study physics, I don't really care either, but it's like gravity mixed with magnetism, I would say. It's serious, but it's not heavy, it's just serious. It's like able to shift the reality, whereas someone, okay, perfect example, get at this, perfect example, okay, so you and a 3D motherfucker both walk into a bar. I had to fucking say it. I fucking had to. So you walk into a bar and a 3D motherfucker walks into the bar, and I don't know how the rest of that joke goes. Like they have like so many weird ones. I don't really pay attention, but you know what I'm saying. So whatever. You and a 3D motherfucker walk into a bar. You are more likely to shift the energy of the entire bar, and the 3D motherfucker might be more likely to be shifted by the energy of what's going on in the bar. Okay, do you get what I'm saying? But this is happening on a collective level inside the Earth Matrix. So you and a 3D motherfucker both walking in the street, wherever the fuck you're at, you're gonna have more control over the outer than a 3D motherfucker, okay? So just keep that in mind. But that's why, because you're magnetizing things, and it's like gravity, which that's an interesting topic, which we might cover in another session, but it's like you're drawing things to you, right? Things are being pulled towards you because your aura is serious business. So the universe is recognizing it, which we're going to get to in a minute here. What LucifeR wants me to let you know is that because things are accelerating rapidly, it is imperative that you be mindful of the things that are presenting themselves to you, and how long it's taking, right? Like, because you might notice that things are becoming more instantaneous and shit like that. And the reason why, as we understand that, at any point, like when we're in a humanoid vessel, the ego might always try to present itself, because that's just, that's kind of the job of the fucking ego. So we can't be mad at home, skillet, you know what I'm saying? Changes a situation, right? If let's say that little shred of fear tries to present itself, you override that immediately with love, okay? So the quote that he gave me is amore es dirige, and that just simply translates into love is direct. So it's direct, it's like laser beam. So if there's even like a shred of fear that tries to come in over something, even if it's like, oh, like, are you gonna be late to this appointment or some shit, right? Like, not a big deal, but there might be a little bit of anxiety. That's still more fear-based energy, even though it's not like a major fucking fear. But if a situation like that, immediately override it with love. Just see it in its pureness, okay? Because love is direct. It is the quickest route from where you are right now to where you want to be, because it bypasses, right? Because fear energy is heavier, love energy is lighter. It's direct. It's like it's like the speed of light, I want to say, if that's even fucking real. But I think in this context it was suitable for me to use it. I've been holding my water bottle and I ain't fucking drink. God damn. Woo. So now you're mindful of your thoughts, you're like looking at things, you're counterbalancing fear with love, right? If a fear-based anything tries to come in, love, because love is direct, you understand? You just, you give whatever the fuck it is love. And how you do that, he's saying love sees through the eyes of innocence in the moment. So every moment is different, right? So 10 years ago don't matter, 10 years from now don't matter, right? It's always in the moment, okay? Because the only way that you can bring a future or a past event to you is to concentrate on it in the moment, okay? And so when you are seeing through the eyes of innocence in the moment, what is happening is that you are looking at something, right? Okay, this is the example that he gave me, which I thought was very fucking poetic. He is saying because love sees through the eyes of innocence in the moment, because innocence is it's the opposite of guilt, right? And guilt equates to sin, and sin, peccatum, you know what I'm saying? It's like the opposite of innocence is guilt. And if guilt and sin are interchangeable, right? Like someone is guilt, what that means is that their innocence is not present in the moment. There's something that has tainted them, okay? But we're gonna get there, because guilt is it's tainted, it's not pure, because innocence just doesn't, there's nothing in the moment but the actual moment for someone who is in an innocent mind. With someone who is in a guilty mind, it's like they're thinking of something that they did wrong, right? Like, or they're viewing themselves as a sin, okay? So it's really interesting when you get into the word definitions. But either which way, okay, when someone is in the eyes of guilt, that is in the eyes of fear, okay? Because it's sort of like they're condemning themselves to something that is not going on in the moment, okay? So whenever something occurs in the moment, let's say if someone picks up a trauma in the moment, they're viewing that with the eyes of innocence, right? So a trauma can get embedded in the psyche, okay? But in the moment, they were innocent. They were not doing anything wrong. And the same thing, someone can also condemn an individual or situation or whatever the fuck when they are not being in the moment, because let's say they bore witness to something they didn't like, or they experienced a trauma. Okay, so to get into that with the innocence, love, and the guilt and the sin, fear, okay, because the innocence and love, so even if a trauma is picked up while someone is innocent, typically someone will say that trauma robbed their innocence, right? Because they weren't doing it, they were just in the moment. And it's not that they didn't know better, it's just that they were so purely in the moment that there was no concept of anything else, and they were taken aback by that thing that they didn't like. Now what happens is that if they didn't get over that immediately, that built up as emotional residue and trauma, right? And then now, and we're not talking guilt like that person feels guilty, although they might, but when we're talking about guilt in terms of sin, which is a fear vibration, which is the opposite of love, what is happening is that now this individual who has been tainted by, let's say, an emotional trauma or something they didn't like, now they're condemning all the motherfuckers around them and every situation around them. They're condemning them as guilty without a fair trial, because they're not innocent. They're not just purely in the moment. They see something that resembles something that looked like something that they experienced before that they didn't much care for, and now everyone is fucking guilty. I need a sip of water. LucifeR, he's saying for me to calm down, so I'm going to calm down a little bit. I don't know if that went really fast, but he wants me to speak slower, so I think you understand what I'm saying after I drop that fucking bomb. I mean, I'm just saying, okay? How y'all recovering after I drop that bomb? We need the air raid siren next time? I don't know. When someone is in fear and they are condemning someone, everyone is guilty, right? So they are casting a shadow of guilt on everyone and every situation around them, because something similar that isn't going on now, when they were innocent, when they were in the moment, took them by surprise, had them taken aback, whatever it was, they didn't like that, they carried that with them. So now they are living in fear, which leads to condemning everyone as they are guilty. They have sinned, even though no one might have fucking sinned, because they're not looking at it through the eyes of innocence. So let me give you a very, very light example, because
I'm sure you're giving a lot of heavy fucking examples.
So with a light example, let's say, I'll just use the coffee thing, right? You went to go get coffee and someone gave you the wrong order,
whatever,
and you took it personally. This is extremely light as a fucking feather. And then someone took it personally, they got butthurt, so that left like a little trauma, right? Because someone got their order wrong and they thought it was done on purpose. Okay, so now, right, because they went into Starbucks not expecting or thinking that their order was going to be wrong, the way they took in that wrong order in the moment, they accepted something that they didn't like and they carried it with them. Because if they had gotten their order wrong, they would have been like, hey, I don't think this order is for me. And then the barista, whoever the fuck, they'd be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like I can't believe, like whatever, and they would have moved on from it. Do you see what I'm saying? And obviously this is an extremely light example, but pick a thing, okay? It's about the way you accept what the fuck happens in every moment when you are innocent. How are you taking shit? Are you taking it up the butt and out your fucking mouth? I don't know. Sometimes motherfuckers do. They plant redwood fucking seeds in the ground and they like sit over the redwood seed and they have their cheeks fucking spread and they wait for that redwood tree trunk to go up their fucking ass. Because that's how stick in the butt motherfuckers sometimes take shit, okay?
I ain't even joking.
I mean that good fun.
Everyone at certain points, including myself and some of my ego dalliances before.
A former version of me.
Of course, yes, I've taken things up the fucking butt.
You know what?
That was a really bad example. Look at him, he's laughing. He thinks it's funny.
Anyway.
But I think you know what the fuck I'm saying, okay? Everyone has taken something at a certain point. I'm pretty sure, okay? And if you haven't, I mean, that's fucking amazing and that's wonderful, but I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you I've never taken anything up the butt. Oh my God, I need water. I think you know what I'm saying, right? Whereas, like, let's say, like, earlier along in someone's journey, right? That's more likely to happen. Someone takes something very personally, they carry it with them, and now they condemn any situation that could possibly pose a threat because they're in fear of that situation happening again because they didn't like the way it made them fucking feel, didn't like the thoughts that calibrated in their mind in regard to that feeling. Okay.
They did not fucking care for that.
So now everyone is fucking guilty because if you just view everyone as guilty, then there's no innocence to be robbed of you. We're just gonna let that marinate for a little fucking while. With that being said, what LucifeR he wants me to let you know, this is some good shit. What he wants me to let you know is that even though someone thinks that they are protecting themselves, I just put another video, I don't remember when, about this, about you're not protecting anyone if you worry about them. So you're not protecting yourself, you're not protecting a situation, you're not protecting anything by worrying about it, by seeing it as guilty, as seeing it as something sinful, as something that is going to bite you in the fucking booty.
You know what I'm saying?
With that being said, when someone experiences a situation, like let's say the coffee cup, whatever, and then they take it in a way where they're just like, oh, they brush it off, they're like, oh, whatever, you know, depending where the fuck they're at in their journey. But I'm assuming if you're looking at a video like this, you're more likely someone to brush something off. I mean, maybe not in all cases, but you already know that you're a fucking magician, and if something happens, you can rearrange that shit in like a split second before it even has a chance to solidify, right? So you sense that someone is going to give you a...
I gotta hit myself. Get out of this. I'm a fucking fast at third house Mercury.
When someone, let's say they take it, right? Because we said person, motherfucker, A, they took it up the butt, right? Someone got their order wrong, and then now everyone else is guilty. They're gonna get the order wrong. So then guess what happens? They recreate motherfuckers all over the place, not just in Starbucks now, but they're gonna manifest motherfuckers getting their order wrong all the time. Then it's gonna become a self-concept. Joe Dispenza, he talks a lot about that. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, a book recommendation. If it so behooves you to fucking check it out, just saying. Now that becomes their entire experience. They're the motherfucker. They start identifying as the motherfucker who all their orders are fucking wrong wherever the fuck they go, right? Because of that one little thing. Whereas, let's say, because that's motherfucker A. Now we have motherfucker B. Motherfucker B, he just comes in and he's getting his order and they mix it up. He's like, hey, I don't think this is my whatever the fuck, whatever. I don't know what the fuck someone would even say. It doesn't matter. But anyway, so he takes it in stride and he's like, oh, this isn't for me. And they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then they give him, motherfucker B, who took it well, oh, you messed up my order, but this is going to work to my benefit. Guess what? Well, sir, since we messed up your order, now you get a free...
What do they sell at Starbucks, brownies?
I don't know, whatever. They give him a free snack or some shit, okay? And then now he switched it right immediately. It bettered him, okay? Now we have motherfucker C, who's totally different on the path. He senses they're going to get the order wrong, okay? Or he could choose to do what motherfucker B does, but I'm just going by the stages of evolution of mindset, right? Because when you're the magician, you're gonna see shit, you're gonna be like the fucking, literally like a fucking ninja. You'd be like this, you'd be like, whoa, 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 I see that, I see that, I see that before you even, that's right, okay? Motherfucker C, the magician, he's at Starbucks and he's sensing they're gonna get his order wrong. So he's like, let me double check. Because remember, he could let them fuck it up. And then now it's gonna, because they fucked it up, right? But he took it in stride, so it's gonna work out better, right? Because now he gonna get a free cookie or whatever the fuck with his coffee, because they, like, do you see what I'm saying? So the magician, number C Motherfucker C could do what motherfucker B did, right? He could use that to his benefit, or he senses it and he's like, you know what? I sense that this motherfucker is new today. They're gonna be embarrassed if they get my order wrong. I sense that they're gonna do it. Oh, hey, by the way, you know, I ordered the blah 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 such and such, and then the motherfucker the barista who's preparing the order, oh my god, thank you for letting me know. I was just about to pour the wrong thing, right? So they kind of they shift the energy before it happens, right? These are 3 motherfuckers that have walked into a fucking Starbucks now. But first we have motherfuckers walk into a bar. Now we have motherfuckers walk into a Starbucks. There's no bar there.
So why is it called a barista?
I don't understand. If someone knows, we leave it in the comments. Whew, that feels so good. I always fucking wondered that. It feels really good to fucking have that music on a public fucking platform. Let's go into, okay, so now we have those motherfuckers, right? So these are the motherfuckers, how they're utilizing their energy. Those are the different examples of different energies, okay? We already see that. We see the contradiction of innocence, and then we have like the guilt, the sin, the pecado, right? So we have the pure innocence here. And then even though, let's say someone might have fucked up their order, like the way they take it is going to enable them to continuously have innocence in the moment, so that everything can work out better than they expected. And now person A performs starting like person B and then graduating to person C, or however it is, right? So when we are discussing this, what we're saying is what we are saying here is that when guilt comes into the equation, when guilt factors into the equation, where someone is condemning every motherfucker around them as guilty, they are only putting themselves in a motherfucking prison.
Can I get an amen in this motherfucker?
So they are only putting themselves in a prison of their own false belief, because things that are not in the moment are false. Because how can they be real? The only thing that is real is in the moment. The thing that you're bringing, the past or potential future, into your now moment, the only thing that's making it real is your attention on it now. Nothing exists before, nothing exists after. Only moment is now. Time in the linear construct is not accurate for what we want to do, huh? When we, because remember I spoke of, the guilt, the innocence, the love versus the fear aspect, okay? So if we want to look at when we talk about love, when someone typically says love, someone says so-and-so is in love with XYZ, right? ABC is in love with DEF, whatever the fuck it is, okay? When someone says, listen to the difference here, the difference betwixt when you talk about love and you talk about fear, and this is what I noticed. I don't know if any other motherfucker noticed this, but I sure as shit fucking did, because I channeled it and look at it, he's like, So I'm like, When someone says they are in a state of fear, right? They don't say they're in fear with something or someone, but you say you're in love with something or someone. Like I'm in love with trance music, for example, okay? Like trance music.
Fuck yes.
So here's the difference. Someone says they're afraid of XYZ. They're in fear of ABC. Do you see the difference? When you're in love, when you're in the vibration of love, and it don't have to be romantical type of love. It could just be love. You love your fucking dog. You're in love with it. You're with your kum together. When you're in fear of something, do you see the difference? You're not with it. You're in fear of, because that thing that you are in fear of was born of fear. It wasn't with you in love. It was born of fear, which means that it is not with you. It is of something. It's separation, whereas with is inclusion.
Yes.
That's the difference. So when we're talking about someone is viewing motherfuckers from a state of fear, they are casting the spell, they're casting energy out. Like you cast a line to reel in a fucking fish and you bring it back to you. Okay, we want to think of it in all those different contexts, the way that I just said, all the ways you could use that word cast, as in you're throwing energy and you're expecting something to move towards you because you threw that energy. So when you cast a guilt projection, someone is guilty, they have sinned, even though I never met them before, but they remind me of XYZ ABC, therefore they have sinned. So someone could be in a Starbucks in Milwaukee, that happened, they carried it with them, now they're in a Starbucks in San Diego. Guess what? Even though Starbucks in San Diego is innocent, because it's in the moment. It's just Starbucks in San Diego. You haven't been there before. Maybe you have. Have I? Yeah, I have at some point. Anyway, but you know what I mean. I'm saying it like figuratively, okay, or metaphorically. So Starbucks in San Diego now, this motherfucker A, who had that experience, he carried it with him. Now Starbucks over here, Starbucks in San Diego.
Such a fucking weird example.
He says, he's saying to me, well, he's letting me know, indeed again, he's letting me know that even though this one here isn't innocent, they're innocent because they're in the moment. One has not experienced the Starbucks in San Diego. Starbucks in San Diego ain't fuck up, but Starbucks in San Diego now, because motherfucker A had that experience of something similar, they're casting the shadow, they're casting darkness onto the Starbucks in San Diego. Oh, they're gonna fuck up the order too. Do you see what I'm saying? And it builds up like that. And motherfuckers, a lot of times they don't notice, because listen, I'm saying this super light example about like messing up an order at Starbucks, okay? I mean, it might piss some motherfuckers off, you know, but I mean, odds are if it pisses someone off like that, they have something else going on that ain't nobody even want to touch, okay? Either which way. So think about it. It could be anything. It could be something so small and tiny, but if you notice it, that's why I said in the beginning how we tie it all together. We meander along, but we tie it all together. When we look at this example, which is the lightest example, someone is out there and they are not viewing in the moment, in the now moment, the Starbucks in San Diego as innocent. They're viewing it as guilty. They're viewing it as going to cause some sort of sin for them, okay? Therefore, they're going to create that experience. And it could be any experience. It could be something major, be something minor. But if you notice things, like I said in the beginning, gracias, Luca, and I said in the beginning to be mindful the things that are presenting themselves to you, any patterns at all, anything, even if it's the most minute motherfucking shit, even if it's the most minute, wipe it away, wipe it away, wipe it away, okay? It's going to be different for everyone how to wipe it away, but look at the things that are presenting themselves to you, because as I said, things are starting to speed up. If there's anything in your psyche that you do not want, even if it's the tiniest vibration, the most minute thing, let's say it is a fucking order wrong at Starbucks, right? That's not like a major thing. I mean, I guess it could be in some cases. I don't want to say every time, but you know what I mean. On most occasions, the order mix-up at Starbucks is not a major event, right? But if you are having any of those like little oddities that you don't much care for, because things are speeding up, LucifeR, that's what he said. He said, make sure that you direct with love. Love is direct. So you direct your energy. Remember we said motherfuckers walk into a bar, third dimensional motherfucker, and then, you know, you or me, both of us, all of us, okay? We're all walking into the bar. Well, if it was all of us, that would be probably an unfair advantage, but either which way. So you and a motherfucker are both walking into a bar. This motherfucker is third dimensional. You are of a higher vibration. So you're already, you know, influencing the room. Your energy is that much stronger. So anything that you are manifesting, anything that's in your psyche, if you don't want it to be presented to you, even in the form of like a little nuance of like a nonsensical thing, clear the fucking debris, clear the clutter out. It's going to be different for everyone, but direct your energy because you have a strong energy. See it through love, see it through innocence. Just take away whatever the fuck charge it has over it. Keep thinking about it through the energy of love, of innocence. Whatever that was, wipe the slate clean, okay, on an energetic, metaphorical level. So, because this is why this is happening, okay, because this is something else that I channeled in regards to LucifeR, gracias. He's saying, okay, so this is an example that I got. I don't even know why, like, I'm using such weird examples, maybe some of you. So he's saying we're going to talk about seek, and this in Latin means yes, okay, seek. So when we think of seek, okay, what do you think of, right? Like, it's, you know, that's what I'm telling you, learning this language, gracias, really is showing me a lot, okay? And this is why LucifeR, you know, he resonates with me. We're on this right here, okay? So seek means yes, right? So you as the God, you as the one who is gravitating things with your magnetic energy, things to you, you are saying seek. You are saying that as in, when you hear, okay, there's a movie, oh my God, what is it called? I was gonna say Lost Boy. What is it called? Stand By Me. Oh my God, well, I don't know. Don't they kind of remind, I don't know, Lost Boy, Stand By Me, whatever, either which way, okay? This movie Stand By Me. And so there's this scene where there's there's like a dog and there, whatever, right? Group of boys, I guess, is like bothering the dog or some shit. So then the owner of the dog, he says sick, okay? Sick, right? In Latin, it's sick. But what does anyone say when they tell a dog to sick, right? What are they saying? The owner of the dog, the master of the dog, this is a really weird example, but this is exactly what he showed me, and this is like the best thing I could do. So you picture an owner saying sick to the dog, right? Sick, okay? I don't know what that even means. Well, I do from this perspective, because he told me, but I don't know what it means on like an earthly 3D level. I don't know where that came from, but this is how LucifeR is saying that it's like similar, so whatever. So when an owner says sick, also that's sick, like the sickle, like the blade, right? Okay, like with Saturn, again, more Saturn. Okay, we already know that. Either which way, so he's saying sick, okay? Owner, master of the dog that he's telling sick. Think of it, and this is the best weird metaphor I could give you, okay? So he's saying sick, right? Because he's the master, the dog is obeying the master. Sick, okay? So now let's think of it, right? Owner, master of the dog sicks, okay? The dog attacks, whatever the fuck the dog does. I don't know. I don't even honestly know what the fuck that means, okay? But they do something that the owner wants, right? The owner is directing the dog. So now if we look at it in comparison, with this, he's direct, yeah? So when we look at it in the comparison, you, me, or whoever the fuck else, okay, are the master of the energy, and the energy of the 3D realm is like the dog. Now we master the energy, so the energy, right, we are mastering because we are the master, and it is our dog. Not in like a derogatory way, but you know what I mean, right? Like it knows to listen to us. Let's just say that. That's like the best way I can put it, because the dog, well trained, knows how to obey the owner and actually enjoys it, right? Just like the monkey mind and the psyche, well trained, knows how to obey the owner. Gracias, Osho. I was saying I want to channel Osho for a while. I didn't channel him, but I just got that because he says some like a similar quote about the mind. The mind is a beautiful servant, a dangerous master, something like that, right? Fucking whatever. If I ever channel him, you know, I'll let you know. A little segue in there. I was like, Anyway, LucifeR, he knows that I channel other individuals, but he knows that like me and him have a special. When someone is in control of their mind, of the energy, right? They're using their psyche is working for them because their psyche is designed to move matter and manipulate matter. That's the whole concept of the matrix, right? You get inside the fourth dimensional realm where time and space coexist, convalesce, I don't know what the fuck word, okay, commingle,
Whatever.
That is the psyche. That is domination over the astral body, astral realm liaison. So now your mind, it sees you as a servant because you've trained it, much like the master trained the dog. That was a lot. I should take a sip of water as I let you fucking marinate. So then, seek means yes, just like seek, yes, 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 like you do that, right? The dog is like say seek, yes, directing the dog, go do this, go do what I declare you do when I say that. So this, you say seek when you say yes, okay? When you say yes, this is what you're doing. You're directing your energy, but the energy understands it as yes, because you direct the energy, vibrationally speaking, like via your thoughts, emotions, whatever, you're giving it your charge. You're giving it your power, okay? You are giving it potencia. And then when you do that, you are directing it. And even if you're looking at it for a minute, you're still looking at it, right? Okay? If you keep looking at it, then you're going to direct a lot of energy. And when you direct a lot of energy somewhere by gazing on it, focusing upon it, you direct it, it interprets, the energy interprets, because we're tying it all together. Gracias, LucifeR. We're tying it all together. The energy converts it, and this is such a weird way, but this is how he's showing. It's like a converter. I don't know, like, I don't know because I'm not like a technical motherfucker, but let's say, okay, your mind is a supercomputer and it's interacting with the energy of the matrix, and it's some sort of converter in there. So it's accepting it. The energy is accepting any type of attention given to it. It's saying, yes, master, I will seek, whatever the fuck, right? Like seek. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, just like the dog, master says sick, the dog, he sicks. Okay, so because they're the same thing, seek and yes, the same thing. The way that LucifeR is showing, he's saying that when you focus on, it's like take the whole concept, right? You're the master. You directing the dog, the energy to sick. Yes, yes, bring me that, because you are the magnet, you are the gravitational pull. You direct the energy by your focus on it. That's why things rapidly appear in front of you. So think of it that way. way. Whatever you focus on when you are in this state, like 4D and higher, the energy is just energy bending over, spreading its cheeks for you, home. I'll tell you what, and I don't mean that, I mean the energy wants to do it, right? Because it's getting converted, because the mind, the monkey mind now is in control of itself. So the energy is there, the energy is submissive, so it's just going to build what the mind, laser focus, sharp point guides it to do. And the energy is like, okay, because the energy is just there, right? Like I don't know if this is a scientific thing, but it's like molecules and atoms and the fucking whatever building blocks or whatever the fuck, they're all just sitting there, they're waiting, right? Like that's what they're doing. They're waiting for energy to be directed so that they could start, you know, getting to know each other and start building something. That's what the job is of these molecules, right? So don't think that's like you're bitching them around in like a way. It's like, no, they want to be subservient to you. Your mind wants to be subservient to you, because your mind, your monkey mind left unattended will run amok. He's just gonna run amok, okay? So when you control the mind's like, oh, the mind wants a little discipline. It can understand that, okay? So when you're at that level, just think of yourself as the master, and then you are saying yes to the energy, whatever you focus on. Like the master says sick to the dog, and the dog runs in 6. You say, gaze at what you want, whatever the fuck it is, and you say sick, seek, yes. And then the energy molds and runs and gets you what it's like. That's the best comparison. Good act. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck that came from, but LucifeR, you want me to say that? So that is let's see. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what I have. I don't know how long this video is, but that's really what he wanted me to let you all know. I think I kind of like meandered along and tied it all together nicely, but yeah, that's basically what he wants me to know. So just keep in mind all the metaphors that I said, which I have written down, but I fucking forgot at this moment.
Because I'm innocent in the moment.
Guys, so that is what I have for you today. Ego sum oculus, ego sum non Dios, que fareste a me.